Sad Khan, what a disgrace to the UK he is. I don't understand how Stalin's Starmer allows him to operate in his own vacuum. Even Lammy has had to fall in line and begrudgingly offer his congratulations to Trump. As painful as it must have been for him, I'm sure it was just a vain attempt to cling on to his job, which is obviously hanging by a thread at the moment. What's the point to have a foreign secretary that nobody wants to speak to? Even Netanyahu didn't want to meet Lammy on his last visit, and now Khan is allowed to spew his hate and divisive rhetoric all over X. Haven't these clowns in the Labour Party learnt anything? Khan seems to think he's untouchable. He's so arrogant that he seems to think he speaks for the whole country. Why should one small man be allowed to ruin a special relationship between the UK and the world's largest economy? How incompetent is our government to allow this to happen? It's bad enough for politicians to be slagging off the US president when in opposition, but now Khan's party is actually in charge. This is totally unacceptable. The whole UK could potentially suffer from increased tariffs on goods and services to the US because of a handful of ignorant Labour politicians like Khan. Of course, Khan was never going to congratulate Trump on being the 47th President of the United States. He just went on to X to give a veiled rant about Trump. He claims to be pro-women, but apparently according to Joanne Smith, he actually sacks women for complaining about men using domestic abuse refuges. In fact, all the issues he claims bind us together are actually pretty divisive issues. He just likes to brand all these terms about, pretending to be progressive in order to garner votes. So arrogant Khan thinks he speaks for all Londoners. He will probably go even further, thinking he speaks for the whole of the UK. I mean, his ego is massive and knows no bounds. At the same time, he's too afraid to even turn on commenting on any of his posts across social media platforms. What a coward. He knows exactly how divisive his comments are and that the majority of the UK do not agree with him. The real issues Londoners are scared of is not Donald Trump. It's a huge increase in crime across the board under Khan's watch, especially stabbings, muggings and violent robberies. Yet Khan still opposes stop and search policies. London is not a safe place to be anymore. Myself and many other people have long since stopped wearing or carrying anything of value in London. The risk of being targeted is too high. So Khan needs to get his big nose out of geopolitical politics and concentrate on the job he's supposed to be doing. The only issues Khan seems to be interested in are tax issues. Ones he creates, of course. Not content with crushing businesses either side of the expanded ULEZ zone, he's now set his sights on destroying businesses at either end of our tunnels. His new tax could cost us up to £8 a day to drive through the Silvertown or Blackwall tunnels. That could be an £8 extra on top of your shopping, an £8 extra on top of just a haircut even. Businesses will suffer. People will only cross the tunnels when absolutely necessary. They will change the way they shop and how they operate. But he doesn't care about businesses in London. All he cares about is tax, tax and more tax. Typical Labour.